Good day guys and welcome back to another episode of Guy Tries Hardcore Minecraft. This is episode 6 and in today's episode we are going to be making a sheep. You mean like this? No, not like that. But like that! That's right guys, in today's episode we are going to be making a giant sheep. But why? So let's go. What? Well, for wool of course. Dumbass. We are going to be making a giant sheep so that we can put a wool farm inside of it so we can use that wool to make things for up and coming projects. Now this project will require a ton of materials, and I mean a ton. We'll need concrete, dark oak, spruce, redstone, and a ton of wool. So let's get cracking. Wait. So you're going to need a lot of wool to make a giant sheep so that you can make a lot of wool? Huh? Yes? Are you going to keep cutting me off? What's going on here? Sorry. Let's go!
But first, here's a quick game ready for some shockers.
Yes! Crap, man. Come on, what? What man? Okay. It's totally not worth it! Get away from me! Worth it. Nice. Alright guys, now that we got ourselves some shulker shells, we can make those into shulker boxes, and then we can start gathering all the materials that we'll need for this build. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of materials that we'll need, so I think we'll start off with some wool. So let's fly around, look for some sheep, and let's get them naked. I mean, let's get the wool.
2,000 years later.
Oh man, this is gonna take a while. We need to think of a different way. Alright guys, new plan. This is gonna take way too long flying around looking for sheep to take their wool. So instead, we're gonna make a sheep farm so we can get a lot of wool very quickly. And we'd have to fly around and waste our rockets. But let's get to it. Wait, so you're making a sheep farm to make a wool farm to make a giant sheep to get some wool? Shut up! Come here, boys. That was a lot of you. Oh man, not you guys. Whoa! Nope. Oh god. Whoops.
Get in my belly! Come on!
This is a bit claustrophobic. Okay guys, as you can see, we have done a lot of breeding and a lot of sharing. So we have about 2.5 shulker boxes full of white wool, which we can dye for later on. With that being said, we now need to get some dye. So I'm gonna fly around and we'll look for some dye. We might even need to make a flower farm. That way we can get a lot of dye very quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys once we find something. And then we'll get moving on to other things. See you then! So I think this place right here is a perfect spot for a flower farm. It's got all the colors that we need. So I'm going to quickly build up that farm, and we're going to sit here in silence, listening to elevator music whilst it does its work. I won't show myself making the farm. It is just a flower farm. I'm sure everyone can make one. But instead, I'm sure future Guy will throw up some animation just to make a quick and easy transition to the flower farm. And just like that guys, I think we got enough dye for this project and the next. Now that we do, let's go ahead and move on to the next material. Terracotta. Oh, Savannah. Holy sh... And just like that, we're done. As you guys can see, we got ourselves some light grey, some white, some red, and some original terracotta. Now let's move on to the desert. And just like that, we got ourselves 3 shulker boxes full of sand. And now that we do, let's go ahead and speed run the rest of the materials. That way, we can start building. Spruce logs, more like super easy logs. And that's tinted glass done. That's so cool guys. Episode 4, check it out. Time to make ourselves some concrete powder. We'll need white and light grey. Super smelter, more like super easy smelter. What? No. Yep, that's right, we'll need more gravel. And just like that, all our concrete powder has been converted. Shulker power! Where's my wool at? There it is. Ooh, that's right, brown mushroom blocks. And just like that, we're done. Welcome back everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage right there. If you guys did enjoy that and the episode so far, please let me know by liking and subscribing and or leaving a comment down below. Of course you don't have to, but it'll be very much appreciated. With that being said, it is now time for us to start building, and I think this spot right here will be the perfect place to put our giant sheep. But first we need to flatten out this land right here and make everything nice and level. So I'm going to quickly do that, and when I say quick I mean quick. Alright, now that we're done with that, we can start building, and we're going to start with the legs first. We're going to work our way up, we're going to build the entire sheep, and then we're going to build the farm. So with that being said, let's enter the next montage. As you guys can see, this sheep is going to be huge. What I've done is I've taken every block that you can see here and multiplied it by 4. Why 4? Well, because everything in Minecraft is made of squares and it's perfectly symmetrical. Right? Right, Minecraft? With these last few blocks, we're done. Oh my god. The light at the end of the tunnel. Oh man. Welcome back guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage right there. Now that we have the actual sheep built, it's time for us to build the actual farm that will be inside the sheep. But first things first, we need to get the collection system going. So for us, we're going to be making use of a minecart rail system with a minecart hopper on either side of this sheep, which will go back and forth, collecting all the wool, which will then be dispensed, and head out the back door, and I mean the back door, guys. So we'll quickly build the foundation first. So now that we have the foundation going, let's go ahead and bring in the sheep. But first, we need to build the actual path that will allow the sheep to get from down there all the way up in here. So let's get that done, and let's bring in the sheep. Ouch. Nice. Time to get some rails. Okay, we need more rails. Nice. Alright, let's go. Yes. Is he coming up? Did he make it? Oh no. First try? Again? There we go. No, 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 no. No! There you go. Uh-oh. Come on down. Yes. Only 40 more to go. Oh god. Will you look at that? Will you look at that, guys? We've done it. So we've got 20 sets of sheeps in here, as you guys can see. Now that we do, we're going to put them in their forever homes. And once we do, we're going to build up until the second layer. We're going to get ourselves another set of 20 sheeps. Then we'll build up all the way to the top until we're finished. So I've got the shulker box here, which will indicate what color each sheep will be and what color wool they will give us. We'll cram them in their forever homes. We'll put a wall in front of them and a glass on top so they can't get out. And then, like I said, we'll decorate into the second layer until we can get another 20 set of sheeps, and then we'll finish it off. With that being said, let's go ahead and do that. I probably won't show you much of it because it is going to be very painful. So here's a quick time lapse. Nice. Now that we've got that all sorted, let's go ahead and start building. I think the first thing we'll do is we'll extend all these pillars up by 1, maybe 2. Also making sure that we are stripping these guys so they all look the same. Now that we've done that, we can go ahead and cap off the glass with the same color wool that we've put at the bottom here. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and put a beam over all the wall blocks that we've just placed down, and then of course we'll strip it. Okay, so I think in between each of these wall blocks we'll put a spruce stair and also a trapdoor. And then we'll just continue that spruce door up over with the spruce stairs. I'm actually going to give this thing a bit more of a lip, so in between each of these spruce trapdoors I'm going to put another spruce trapdoor with a spruce slab. Here we're going to do an alternating pattern with spruce fences and also spruce planks. Just for a bit more detail, I'm going to put a barrel out here with a spruce fence and a lantern underneath. That way we got some light and we actually don't need these torches. And just like that, we're done, guys. Well, one side anyway. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste in 3, 2, 1. Awesome, now that we've got the first layer done, we are pretty much going to do the same thing for the second layer. But first, we need to actually set up the collection system for that second layer. So I'm going to quickly do that. So now that we've done the collection system for the second level and all the grass, observers and dispensers are now in, we can now move on to bringing in the sheep. But since we've already done that for the first level, and the second level will be an exact copy of the first level, we're just going to skip all of that and finish the build. So I'll see you guys right at the end. As you guys can see, we have finally finished the giant sheep. And as I speak, it is currently dispensing poop onto my head. I mean wool. This particularly colored hole that definitely doesn't represent poop is where all of the wool goes into once it leaves the sheep. And as you guys can see, we have also built a massive platform for this sheep as well, just because it was on grass before, and I figured it needed to stand out a bit more because it is like a giant statue. So to fix that, I made a giant platform for it. Great, now that we've seen its legs, let's go inside and check it out. So as you guys can see, and probably by the time lapse, it's now completely done on the inside. We've given this place a bit of a structural integrity by giving it some pillars and of course some little archways as well. I mean, it made it look like rib cages, which I think was an extra little effect that I didn't plan for, but nevertheless I think this place turned out great. As you guys can also see, we've got this bit of a thing here. This thing is responsible for all the wool that's been collected at the first level, whilst this top one here is for, well, it's for the second level. It all gets collected, it gets shot around, and then it gets dropped into this chute for the first one, and it exits the back entrance. Let's go ahead and check out where all the wool goes. We have two entrances here which we can take to go through. The first one is just a staircase that takes us all the way down and around, but my favorite way of getting into this storage room is by going through these piston doors. As you guys can see, this is where everything gets sorted. I decided to make this room a little bit more colorful, so I decided to put some grass, some moss, and I guess some extra grass. Because this place is a storage room for all the wool, I thought we would actually make it look like one. So I got some wool and I put it all over the place and made it look like it was on some pallets of some sort, like it was being sorted, like it was being shipped and whatnot. We were also able to manage to put a shulker box unloader in here. That way, once we're done with projects and whatnot, we can actually just put the shulker box in there and not have to individually sort the wool colors ourselves. Makes it nice and easy for us because I'm lazy like that. I think this place turned out great. I like the overall feel and vibe with it. I hope you guys do as well. On that same token, guys, if you did enjoy this episode, please let me know by liking and or subscribing. It's completely free and it would definitely contribute to this channel and I would very much appreciate it. But with that being said, I think it's time that we go ahead and name this giant build. I don't want to keep calling it the giant sheep, so instead, in tribute to our most recent subscriber, Sean, we will call this guy Sean the Sheep. So thanks so much, Sean, for your subscription. If you guys want to be named after something in my world, please subscribe, and you never know, you might make it up on one of these builds. So with that being said, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Ooh. Yikes. Do I need to build a gunpowder farm?